looks like it's working. That's good. All right, one of the things I love about doing gnomes is the first thing that you put on it will be the nose. The nose kind of determines everything. It determines how big the beard will be. It determines which way it's going to be looking. It does all kinds of stuff. The nose, that little oval for the nose. So if you put the oval right in the middle, he's going to be looking right at you. If you put it off to the left, he's going to be looking to the left. You put it off to the right, he's going to be looking to the right. For our first one, we will go and just have it facing us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to move part way down the cone right here, and we're going to try to put that oval right in the middle. Now remember, that part above is where the hat's going to go. So we just draw a little oval. I kind of have it the way I want it now, so I'm just going to darken it in. I drew it light first. Now I got it on there dark. Okay. Remember, an oval is wider than it is tall. That's all you got to try to do on this. And remember, this is a nose, so you don't want to draw it little bitty. You don't want it gigantic. Okay. After the nose, the rest of this stuff just kind of falls together pretty easy, and that's why these are so fun. Gnomes are one of my favorite little Christmas characters. I like them year-round, to be honest. I think they're kind of fun little character. Part of what makes them so fun is their beard covers up a lot of stuff that's otherwise hard to draw. It's mostly covered up. Okay, we're going to put a little hat on him, and the things that we're going to put on here will be the trim, like on the base of the cap that he's wearing. So we're going to put a curved line that goes right across the top of the nose. I'll draw it lightly first. Go really light, like that. So I draw it lightly first, and now I know, okay, that is where I want it. So I'm going to go a little bit darker on my next time through. Now we're going to find out if you drew light enough here real quick. So I'm going to put a parallel line just exactly like that one above this one that I just drew. So it looks just like this one, only up higher, and then erase out the end right here on each end. So it's like we just cut a part of that cone, like we just cut the top off. Now, I'm having a little trouble erasing because I had to draw it dark so you could see it and so it would photocopy. But hopefully you drew a little lighter than I did. I'm going to really zoom in on this so you can see what we're going to do here. I'm going to come in on the ends of this, and I'm just going to put a curved line just right here and a curved line just right here, right into the edge of my trim right there, because that's kind of where it goes around. So it's kind of soft and puffy and rounded off. We don't want like a straight edge on either side of that little piece of hat trim. We'll work on the bases first, kind of like what you see on the board, and then we'll come back and do details later. There's a lot of ways we can draw the mustache and beard, but we're going to try to do one of the easiest ones first, and then let you use your imaginations a little bit later. Does anybody need more time to get to this point right here? Okay, let's put the mustache on. So one part of that mustache is going to come right from the top of the nose right here, and we're just going to bring it down and curve it off to the side. The other one is going to do the same thing and go the other way. Just try to keep them about the same length. You don't want one way up here and one way down. I'm looking at that going, oh, mine's a little bit shorter than it is on that side, but it's okay. Then right in the middle of your nose, we're going to go from here to here. So I'll go right there and bring it over. Go right here and bring that one over. Okay. This one is skinnier, so I'm going to change it, make it fatter like the other one. So that they're more even. Okay. Don't overthink that. You're just basically going from the top of the nose, working your way down and curving it over towards the edge. Now before we put his beard on him, we're going to put the bottom edge of the trim on his little suit. So come down here to the bottom, turn your paper sideways so it's easier to curve your hand. We're going to make a parallel line that follows this line of the original cone right there. Doing it light. Now that I see where I want it, now I can come in and darken that in a little bit. And just like we did up here on the top, erase the ends off this. The lighter you drew it to start with, the easier that's going to be. And just like we did at the top, round this off on each end. Okay, does anybody need more time to do that? Okay, I'll give you just a second. Then we're going to put his beard on him. Now the fun thing about beards is we can do them different ways. And I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. And mustaches. Okay, for this beard, we want to figure about where the middle is going to be. I'm going to come up just a little bit from the edge of this trim right here. Put just a little dot, tiny dot in the center. That's just a reference spot is all it is. If you don't need one and you know where the middle is, don't put a dot there. But I'm going to come from right here where the hat meets the body here. I'm going to come slightly outside and bring it down to that center dot. I'm going to come out here and do the same thing here. And I'm going to bring it right down to where I got my little center dot right there. And what do I have now? A giant beard. I just got to erase some lines out. Go ahead and get your giant beard on there, and then I'll erase some lines out. I'm going to even this one out just a little bit so it's a little more like the other side. Okay, now we have to do some thinking here. It's like, okay, there's some weird lineage going on in there. It needs to go away. So this line from here to here and here to here need to go away. We have a beard there now. This drawing is a good example of why I hate dark lines. All right, just below where the beard comes back into the body, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put a curved line right here. Just like that, and I'm going to put another curved line straight across from it, just like that. Those are not his arms. Those would be awfully skinny little arms. Then put a parallel line right above it same shape on both of them. When this is done, it's going to look a little more complex than it is, but really we're just making simple shapes that we've done all the time. This basically is a parenthesis, another set of parentheses right there. Okay, round off the open end, round off this open end. So it looks like two little hot dogs sticking him in the side, but that's not what it is. Okay, and then we're going to turn these into arms. Right now it's two little hot dogs. We're going to turn into arms. We come right here and we're going to curve a line that goes from here to here right into the side of the beard. Just like that. Turn this way. Do the same thing over here. And there's just two little arms sticking out, but he does not have any hands yet. We will do that in a second. This will be the easiest hand you'll draw all year. Okay, does anybody need more time before we draw the hands? Need to know. Okay, all right, so hand time. We're going to come down here, we're going to start on this edge, and we're going to make like a letter C. We're going to bring it back and stop. Don't draw any further than that. Bring it right up closer so you can see it. It's long on top and then short as it gets close to the body. We're going to come over the other side and do the same exact thing. Long, short, stops when it gets near the body. Actually, I need to make that one a little bigger so it's the same size as the other one. About like that. Now we just bring a little curve, goes right into the body, little curve goes right into the body, and that's his little thumb. He's wearing mittens. Pretty easy to draw. Okay. Okay, now we're going to put his shoes on him. The important part of doing the shoes is you got to make sure that his feet are spread far enough apart that it looks like he can stand on them and hold his balance. If you put them really close together, it's like he can stand there and somebody just barely pushing me to tip over. Okay, so we need to have them over to the sides a little bit. So on this one right here, we're going to put just this little curved shape right there, and then we're going to come over here, put a little curved shape right there. Okay, that's not too technical. It's basically a letter C all stretched out. Then we'll put a straight line, and while we're drawing that, go straight across, put a straight line on that one. So he's got two little shoes. Then underneath that, put a parallel line that's near that one that you just drew, and do another one that's near, just like that. And then just end off each of those parallel lines, just put a little straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. So now you have his little boot, and you have the little sole on the bottom of the boot. Okay? Pretty easy to do. So when I raise this up, a pretty good little gnome right there. But his hat is too doggone stiff looking. So we're going to change that a little bit. So let's lighten that line. I'm lightening my line up because it's just so dang dark. I just want it to go away a little bit. It's just a guideline. Now we're going to curve this with a wavy line and then go around the top. Curve it around here, in, out, around the top, just like that. You don't have to get too technical about it. And then put a little circle on top. Yep, that's that little ball on top of the hat. And it looks more natural than just like arrow straight lines right there. Now I'm going to draw a little face in between to give you an idea how you could do a similar Santa, but a little slightly different beard and mustache. It's not going to be connected to a body. This is just to help get your ideas going, because you're going to create your own gnomes here in a few minutes. So let's give you another example. So right here, I'm going to put a nose right here between them, halfway between these two. Just draw a little nose right there, just like that. Yep, follow me along, guys. I'll give you just a little bit different one. And I could turn it into a gnome, and I might before we're over. We're going to do a different gnome here. But this one, instead of starting with the, well, we'll go ahead and we'll keep going with the mustache. So with this one, we're going to come off the side of the nose and put a curved line that just comes down, just like that. See that curved line? I'm going to do another one on this side, same curve. Come near the top, no more sound effects, please. Just come over here, put a curved line going down. Then we're going to come to the outside of this, and we're going to do a big old beard. Okay, coming on either side of it. Now here's where this one's going to look a little different than the other one. We're going to make this mustache like this. We're going to come from below the nose, and then I'm going to put a curved line that meets back up right in the center, meets back up at the end, meets back up at the end, and that's how his mustache is going to be. Instead of curving out, kind of goes in and straight down. I'm going to put the top of that cap on him, or the bottom of the cap right there, round it off, put the other side over here. And just for fun, we're going to put some eyebrows. I forgot to put eyebrows on this guy, and I need to still. But on this one, when you're ready, has everybody got that far, or do you need a second? Okay, I see a hand, so we need a second. Put some funny little eyes on him and a little hat. Here's the other thing I like about these gnomes. You don't have to go like all crazy with eyes and stuff. So here's our eyebrows. We're going to have one that goes at a diagonal right here and go over the other side of the nose and put one at a diagonal right there, and then go skinny to wide, just like that and like that. That's his little eyebrows, and then for his eyes, two little dots, just like that. And we can come over here and we can put two little dots on this guy too, just like that. And call him good. All right, now that looks like a little dog face right there, so we better put a hat on it. And for this hat, we'll just curve it over to the side. Just like that. Now these guys look similar. This one looks like he's more smiling. This one's more like it's down. We're going to change this one completely. And it's just to give you an idea. You don't have to do everything the same. On this one, just for the sake of making it look more like a beard, I'm just going to erase a couple little sections out. And all I'm going to do is where I erased it out, I'm going to make a little hook and bring it back. Make a little hook and bring it back. Hook, bring it back. Hook, bring it back. And now it looks more beardy than just a straight line. So it's just a zigzag is all that is. So the one we're creating now, this is kind of your reference to build your gnomes off of here in a minute. Now here's a question. Do all gnomes have white beards and white mustaches? No, some have brown, some have gray, whatever. Some don't have as soft as looking, some are a little more stiff, so we're going to have a little fun right here on this next one. So we're going to come over here and we're going to put a nose on this guy. I'm going to put a little further down on this one. Okay, got my nose on there. This one's shorter technically than that. This one's shorter than that technically. We're going to have some fun with this mustache and beard on this one. Okay, right below the nose, I want you to put a little line that goes straight down and lift it up at the end of the line. And then we're going to come almost to the top of the nose and put a little line that goes kind of up slightly, kind of almost like cat whiskers going this way and that way. Just kind of dividing that in three. Lift your pencil up as you get to the end of the line so it makes a point. And here's where this mustache gets fun. We're going to come along here and we're going to just keep them going that direction. Get a little longer as you get to the top, a little shorter as you get to the bottom. Okay, now we have a bunch of lines. That's his little weird stiff mustache. And then in between I'm going to put another one or two. I want just quite a few lines here, but make sure they're going in the direction of your other lines. Just making a little fuller mustache. Okay, he's got quite the mustache on him now. That should look quite a bit different than the mustaches to the left. Give you just a second on that because we're going to do some eyebrows too here in a second. So if that's what his mustache looks like, we're going to make the eyebrows similar. We're going to put a curved line right here and a little curved line right here, kind of like little bug antennas right there on either side. Bring that in even closer so it's easier for you to see. Little bug antennas right there. And then we'll bring some lines above it. We'll come from the same spot, but we'll just bring a bunch more. And then we'll go the other way. We got little hairy eyebrows. And I'm going to bring them down even a little bit further. So like if his eyes are closed, which is what these are going to be, we're not even going to see his eyes. Got these hairy little eyebrows. Then we'll put the curved line right above those eyebrows and the other curved line right there for his hat. Erase out the ends just like we did before. Put a curved line there, curved line there. But the dude needs a beard still, so. So when we go to draw this beard, it's super important that you draw this part light, okay, like super light. I wouldn't even normally draw it at all, but it's to kind of help you guys so you don't lose the shape of your beard. So we're going to come on here. I'm going to go very, very, very light, coming right out from underneath the hat. Super light line that curves down towards the middle right there. Another super light line that comes down towards the middle right there. I don't even want to see that line hardly. It's just a reference for the person drawing the picture. So it's really, 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 really light. So I'd prefer not to have it at all, to be honest. And then I'm going to come on here, and this is how his beard's going to go. I'm going to come up here, put a straight line, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do this all the way up till I get up near that beard. And I'm spreading these out a little bit so I can see which way my line's got to go. And then you come fill it in. This is where it gets more fun. So his beard is a lot like his mustache, only bigger. I'm going to put a big old smiley face on him and a bottom lip. And then below his bottom lip, I'm going to add some more of these lines. Now we're going to do a little trick here because he's got that nice dark beard. But I don't want all those hard lines there all the time, so here's the little trick. Take a paper towel or a Kleenex. And now, he's got a textured little beard, and it's gray. I don't know where my picture went. There it goes. Okay, we're going to move on and take that hat up there. We're going to bend over. Now, if I'm getting way ahead of you, just get caught up in a minute. I'm going to bend this hat over. This one's going to bend hard over this way. I'm going to put that up there and then just connect it up. Okay, so that one just goes up and down and then just a curved line. That's all it is. Then you need that parallel line for the bottom of his trim. Just put it on the bottom like we did before. A lot of this is just a repeat now, so I'm not going to take a lot of time. Putting that on there, rounding off the ends. I'm going to give him a pair of boots. Maybe make these ones just a little closer together, but not too close. Put the soles on them. And then for his arm, I'm going to put one out here. And for his other arm, I'm going to come down and do a little angle right there. Put the little piece of trim on there. And then I'll do that little C that we did before. And then just a little thumb. And he's waving at you. That's all it is. It's not too technical. He's the friendly little gray-bearded one. Okay, we're going to do one last face here to help you out with. Who needs more time to get this finished up? So I'll give you some time. Make sure that you're focused on. Don't bug those around you. Just try to get that done up. Okay, we're going to put a little smiley one over here to the right, or to the left, excuse me, to the left. Again, start with the nose. Just draw a nose. Now, if you haven't quite finished this guy, you can come back to him in a minute. So just skip over here and do the one on the left, because then I'm going to turn you loose on these things. That's what you're going to do today and tomorrow. Okay, coming from right in the middle, we're going to make a big curved line. We're going to go right out of the middle of that nose. We're going to curve a line up like that. And we're going to come out the middle of the nose and curve another line up like that. Like he's got a little skinny mustache right now. Then we're going to curve a line from the top of the nose near that line that we just did, and curve over here, just like that. Leave it open on the ends here. Yep. And then where we have an opening on the end, we're going to bring it down and hook it around, just like that. Bring it down and hook it around, just like that. So got a little flare on the end of his mustache, kind of turned up, little curl on the end. Now we're going to put a curved line underneath it right here. It's a big smiley face line. Big smile like that. Put that underneath it. Remember, these are just some expressions, different styles of mustaches and beards. You can change these things to suit yours, but the thing that needs to be on all of them is a large mustache and a larger than usual beard. That's part of being a gnome. Okay. Right in the middle where the nose is and the mustache comes together, put a straight line down, then come to the right of it, and one to the left of it, and then from there put a curved line through the middle so it looks like teeth. Okay. We don't need 2,000 teeth, just a few will do. Put a bottom lip underneath it just by putting a parallel line, so he's got a nice thick bottom lip. And again, we'll put a big beard that kind of comes out near the edge of that mustache, but we'll just lightly draw it out. Put one over here. Okay, well, I'll put it back up, just a light beard. This one we are going to put a few zigzag lines on, because when he smiles it pulls his face up a little bit, so it's going to make his beard pull up a little bit. Okay, now watch. We're going to come down here, we're coming down on our face, and we zig back and curve back to the main line. Do the same thing over here. Zig back, curve back to the main line. That's just a big letter Z, but with curved lines instead of straight lines. We got one on each side. We did one on that side. Do another on the other side. We'll come down a little bit further. We'll zig back in and bring it back. Do the same thing over here. Connect it up. So whatever we do on one side, we're going to do on the other side. They don't have to exactly be right across from each other, because like on this last one, I'm just going to bring this one up and curve that one up. Now I'm going to bring it down to the point, and I'm going to bring that one back down to the point, right there. Okay, I got them off-centered on purpose, like a real beard would be. Not everything's perfectly even. Okay, above, has everybody got the beard on there? Somebody need more time with that beard. Sorry about that, I should have checked. Okay, above, we're going to put a little diagonal line not touching the nose or the mustache, another little diagonal line not touching. These ones we're just going to make big triangles. like that. Hayden, turn around. Make big triangles like that, and then we're going to put in here, and he's going to have his eyes kind of shut. Just put some little, one little line, two little line, little dent, and now we have, I'll put that up close. There, come on, focus, 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 focus. If I can get it to focus. Anyway, it's like greater and less than signs, but with curved lines. So this is what you should have on your paper at this point. Something that looks something like this. If you want to finish that off and you just put his hat on him, you curve it around just like that. Being a big old one around here like that. And then this one we can bring up here. And just bring it around like that. He's got a big old hat. Okay. So the idea behind this is showing you not to get too complex. You start with a cone, then you decide kind of what kind of face you want on it, and you draw them on. So I'm going to stop that there.